got loads that we're reviewing right now. I mean, look, cup of tea and a cake, could be a good shout, that. But we're here for another food review. Folks, today we are doing Tesco's Tear and Share buns. So, if you don't know what these are, sort of look like this. You can find them in the bakery section. They're sort of, best way to explain them, they're kind of just a filled bun with toppings on. They have different ones out. There's two newer, and I'll say newer rather than new, because one's been out for a little while and one's only really just come out. They're out at the moment. There is a birthday cake Tear and Share bun. I'll have a good look at that in a minute. There's also a tiramisu Tear and Share bun. Now, when we did these last time, lots of people didn't realise you can actually heat them up. So there's a cinnamon one, which if you heat it up, kind of all melted on the top and made like a kind of Cinnabon thing. It was ace. You can heat one of these up, one of them you can't. That's fine, because we're going to do one heated, one not heated. I've got to say, it is better to heat them up if you can, because it does melt that cream cheese and the topping on the top, and it's amazing, the other ones that we had. So I'm hoping these ones are going to be just as good. But folks, before we do the heating and the tasting up, if you like what we do, drop us a little subscription. We're aiming to get to 10k subscribers very soon. Got loads of followers across the other platforms. YouTube, this is where it's at. Drop us a like, drop us a follow, drop us a comment. Okay, two that we're trying today. We have got a tiramisu Tear and Share bun, which I'll open up so you can have a little look at. This is the one you can heat up, by the way. Sorry, I've got to do this. Oh, that smells lush already. There we go. So you got the bun on the bottom, you got that kind of soft coating on the top with coffee and cream and cocoa in there. This is when you heat up, it'll melt and it'll ooze lovely. I just hope it tastes just as good. We'll go through what's in them in a second. And we've got this one, which is the birthday cake Tear and Share, which obviously has kind of got like birthday cake toppings on there. Like little swirls through the buns as well, which I like the look of. Smells good as well. These Tear and Share buns, I like the idea of them, they're good. Now, these are £3.50 each. They serve 4 people. Each portion gives about 314 calories, 326, so about 320 calories per quarter of a bun. So yeah, serves 4 people. I think that's quite reasonable. Sometimes when we do these kind of taste tests on cakes and stuff, they go, serve 6 people and it's a slice, you know, sometimes they're a bit off. And actually, to be fair, recently, some of the Tesco's products that we've done are very, very expensive. Now, for all of you guys that ask out there, let's have a little check on these ones. There is a lot of ingredients in them. That's the list of ingredients. My guessing is it's full of stabilisers and things like xanthan gum, and this one, vegetable extracts, acidity regulators, modified tapioca starch. So a lot of ingredients in there, you know, main ingredients, wheat flour, sugar, water, full fat soft cheese, obviously. There is palm oil in one of these. And that's the birthday cake one with palm oil. And having a look at this, yep, same kind of thing, full fat soft cheese. Milk, lots of milk in there, lots of stabilisers. Can't see any palm oil in that one, but there you go. So a lot of ingredients in them. So yeah, they're not going to be the best for you. But I think that these are more about having a little bit of a treat and having something that's a little bit different. So enough of me talking, let's get heating one of these up and let's get tasting. Okay, so heated up and it's got all that cream cheese melted and running off there, and non-heated up because you're not supposed to heat these ones up. Yes. Right, we're getting straight tucking into the birthday cake one. Oh. Wow, that's your quarter portion approximately. Does look like a birthday cake. Loving the swirls in there as well. That frosting on the top looks ace, doesn't it? Right, anyway, enough of me talking. Let's get tasting and let's see what this is like. Wow, just wow. That cream cheese icing on the top with 100,000s in them is just incredible. What sets this apart really nice is the swirls in there have got kind of like a strawberry / raspberry flavour running through them. It's got this big doughy kind of bread that's in there, absolutely covered with the frosting and the really nice strawberry kind of flavour scent in there. You're getting the impression of like, in fact, actually, I prefer this to birthday cake on the bread. The icing, the cream cheese, everything just works really well. It's seriously good, this one. Taste-wise, amazing. It is a little bit stodgy, I'll be honest with you. The bread kind of like clogs it up a bit, but I don't think that really matters because while you're eating through this one, you've got the ice on top, you can sort of like dip into more of the icing if you really wanted to get tasting on that one. Wow, seriously like this one. I'm going to be dreaming of this one. Personally, love it, absolutely love it. One tiny flaw, that the bread is a little bit stodgy, but that's not the end of the world. Very good, and at £3.50, you don't mind scranning a lot yourself, do you? Right, Tesco's Tear and Share birthday cake bun. You're going to get a 9 out of 10. I've taken a point off because the stodginess, and to be fair, the amount of ingredients in there is a little bit extortionate on there. I'm not one for advocating fresh food and all that kind of stuff. You know that from my videos, but I just think it's a lot on there. But seriously, seriously good cake, that one. Very good. And now we're heading for the tiramisu one, which we've warmed up. Always love it when the cream cheese is all melted in the bottom there. Look at that. Good. That one. Right. Check it out. Oh, here we go. This one's messy. Wow. Okay, right. You're getting tiramisu in there. Absolutely. It's probably one of the few cakes that's not a tiramisu. Like, you can really taste all the elements in there that you're getting. You're getting the coffee flavour through, you're getting the sweetness of a kind of cream in there. And the cake itself is very similar to those kind of the tiramisu layers that you put in there. So yeah, you know what? It really does work. Not as good as the birthday cake one, and I'll tell you why now. The cream cheese creates a little bit of sourness in there. That's cream cheese for you. And I think that sort of works not quite in its favour, especially if you think about things like a mascarpone cream or a thick whipped cream that you might throw into a tiramisu. They're very sweet and not sour. That is the only thing that lets it down, and I think that could be quite sickly as you go through it. I think works with cinnamon when you do a cinnamon bun, but that, it's so frustrating. It's a little bit of a letdown on it. I really, really, really wanted this to work, and you know what, in the flavours, it really does work, because I absolutely love anything with coffee and tiramisu. Because I absolutely love anything with coffee and those tiramisu flavours. This one's going to be really difficult to score because I do think I've got to knock it down a bit for that sourness, but you get that with cream cheese, so sort of, I should have really expected it if you want my honest opinion. Okay, let's score this now. £3.50, tiramisu, Tear and Share from Tesco's. It's a 7 out of 10. I couldn't give it any higher because that sourness in there does ruin that kind of tiramisu flavour that you're after. But please don't be put off too much by it. I think it's a seriously good Tear and Share, that one. Also, again, full of, absolutely chocker full of ingredients. Lost a little mark with that one, but still, it's a solid 7 there. It's up there with a 7, that one. So folks, thank you for watching. If there's anything else that you want us to review or you've seen out there, drop us a little note in the comments. We always read them, we'll pick them up, we'll see if we can review them soon. That'll do for this one. We'll see you on to it next.